Welcome to week 3 of A Path to Clarity, which has been all about cultivating that sense of awareness through integration and then expansion. So we're taking that in the sense of movement in the direction of more. So taking yourself into a comfortable seat here and just bring your hands into heart space, draw your chin towards your chest, and just take a moment to integrate your body and your breath. And I let that breath be super expansive. So big inhales and nourishing deep exhale breaths. So integrating the inhale with the positive, joyful aspects of that experience. And then let the breath expand back out into the universe with that same sense of movement in the direction of more. More joy, more prosperity, more abundance, more creativity, more kindness, and more compassion. So inhale deeply, richly, nourishingly, and integrate. And then exhale deeply, soothingly, and feel into the expansive nature of the breath. Two more cycles of breath like that. Rub your hands together and start to create a lot of heat and friction across the palms. Cover the eyes with those warm hands and absorb and nourish yourself with that inner Agni, the fire, welcoming it into the Manipura chakra. Peel the hands away from the eyes, arrive in your space. Welcome everybody. Let's take ourselves into our child's pose. Big toes touch, knees open out wide. Hips settle back towards our heels. Take a moment to inhale here to lift the chest, open the heart. And then with your exhale breath, slide the hands forward, lower the forehead down, and settle into the breath. Tune into how the breath moves along the spine. How the eyes close down, how the tummy feels soft. Notice the quality of your thoughts. And see if there's anything that can just be shifted away if it's not needed in your practice today. Just let it all go. Integrate the positivity, the joyfulness, the pat on the back kind of expression for making it this far, for doing the work, for showing up for yourself. And then I hope that sense of expansion from the center of the body outwards is like a radiating sun of energy, of positivity, of joy. And slowly start to make your way up into your all fours position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Tops of the feet pressed down. Inhale the cow. Look up, open the throat. Tilt the tailbone up. Exhale the cat. Dome through the back. Press away from the earth. Belly button in. Inhale the cat. Cow, I beg your pardon. And exhale the cat. Keep moving through this for a few cycles. It's funny how when you take your filming outside into a space where you don't have control over the elements, over people, you can be easily distracted. And I think that's a great experience for the yoga in us. You know, what are our distractions? And what is causing you to not be present? To be present to the breath, because it's a gift. That's why we call it a present. Turn these into organic, natural shapes now. And begin to warm up the fingers and the wrists. As you come back to your neutral tabletop, lift your thumbs, shift forward onto 4 fingers of each hand. Hinged at your first row of knuckles. Lift and lower the palms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Palms down, thumbs down. Move from left to right with your head and your neck and your shoulders. Place your hands one whole handprint further down the mat. Tuck the toes, send the hips back towards the heels, and then lift the hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. More than likely keep a big bend in your knees. Pedal the feet, windscreen up at the heels. Nod the head. Work from the ground up though. Feel into that row of knuckles. Feel into the neutral wrist, but the engagement in the shoulders. And pause for a moment here as you breathe. Very slowly walk forward to the top of your mat. Take your time. Feet step, one step at a time. And then upon arrival, feet are hip width, halfway lift, inhale. And then fold deeply, exhale, breath. Catch your elbows, bend the knees, tummy on thighs. Bend and sway, move around a little. Nod the head. Dangle the arms, chin drawn to your chest. Take a whole inhale, and very slow one at that, to roll up vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone, to arrive in your mountain pose. Upon arrival, bring the shoulders up to the ears. Roll the arms back and down. Focus on the horizon. Find your drishti point there and work from the ground up. Press through the soles of the feet. Active through the muscles around the bones on the legs, neutral in the pelvis, belly button engaged as it draws in and up, and Manipura chakra spins with ferocity and vibrancy. Proud collarbones, slight tuck of the chin in towards the chest, and find length down the back of the neck. Then bring your hands to your heart space, your chin to chest. Namaskar mudra. Take a moment here. And just starting to breathe through the nose now. And then on an inhale, sweep the hands up and high and wide to the sky. And then exhale, fold. Halfway lift, hands on shins, crown head forward, inhale. And then step back to high plank, exhale, breath, and hold your high plank. Press away from the earth, broaden across the upper back, belly button drawn in. Inner thighs roll up to ceiling. Feel the heart and the lungs lift in the rib cage. Press away, holding 2 and 1. Now lower the knees, cross the ankles, draw the heels towards your buttocks, shift forward, lengthen along the spine, belly button in, lower halfway down, exhale, and then press back up, inhale. So lower halfway down, exhale, and press back up, inhale. Let's do that 3 more times. Uncross the feet, tops of the feet on the mat, tuck the toes, chest and chin lowers, and then slither forward onto your tummies. Cobra pose, tops of the feet press down, shoulders roll back and down, palms press down, legs are engaged. Exhale, breath, release. Come back through tabletop, tuck toes, send hips back to heels, and then lift into downward facing dog. Walk to the top of your mat, exhale, breath. Hands on shins, halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Sky, inhale. Exhale, earth. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to high plank. Lower knees, chest and chin, slither through to cobra. Now this time we'll hold the cobra, and as we press the tops of the feet down, hands underneath our shoulders, elbows hug in. On an inhale, lift your head, look over your right shoulder and lift the right leg, and then exhale, come back through your center and do it on the other side. So inhale, lift the left leg, peek over left shoulder. Inhale, right leg, peek over right shoulder. Exhale through center. Inhale, lift the left and peek over left shoulder. Let's do 2 more each side. Nice work. Press back to tabletop position. Hold your tabletop here. Press away from the earth. Tops of the feet press down. One more spinal balance practice here. Send the hips back towards the heels. Hold. And then on an inhale, come forward. Extend the right arm forward, left leg back behind you. And then exhale, elbow and knee tap under body, hand and knee back to mat. And we sit back on our heels. Inhale shifts us forward. Left arm, right leg back. Exhale, tap under the body. And return, sit back on heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Sit back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Sit back. 3 more. Sit back and then shift into tabletop. Step your right foot to your right pinky finger. Hands on the mat. Find your lunge position. Open the heart forward. Tuck the toes. Lift the back knee. Step back and then do it on the other side. Left foot forward. Look up. Open throat. Inhale there. Exhale back. Right foot forward. Step back. Left foot forward. Hanuman's push-ups here. We can now add on. Push up, step back, step forward, push up, step back, step forward, push up, step back. 2 more each side. High plank, knees, chest, chin, slither through, cobra. And then downward facing dog. Make your way back. From down dog, roll forward to plank, lower the knees, untuck toes, sit back on heels in an upright position for a moment. Palms face the ceiling. Just tune into that expression of energy we just created. And then sweep the hands up, interlace the 3 fingers with index fingers pointing to ceiling, cross the thumbs. Look forward, breath of fire here. Keep going. Sweep the hands down behind you, interlace the fingers, lengthen the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, open the throat, bow yourself forward, tummy on your thighs, arms and knuckles to the ceiling. Lift the chest, bend the elbows, place your clasped hands on your left hip, squeeze the elbows, proud the chest, look forward, come forward onto your knees, and then step the right foot forward and wide at the top of your mat. Hold there. Release the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, proud the chest, let go of the hands, right hand to your left hip, left hand up to the ceiling. Then tuck the toes behind you for stability, holding here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Sweep both hands up and overhead. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, bend the elbows, thumbs to back ahead. Squeeze elbows into peripheral vision. Draw the belly button in, press the front heel down, lift the heart. Hands sweep up, lower down to frame the front foot, lift the back knee, right hand reaches, peels open, inhale breath. Exhale, hand down, lengthen into the pyramid pose. So shift back and forth a little, widen the stance a little. Now, choices here is to stay high on the ball of the back foot or 45-degree angle it. You want to tuck your right thumb into your right hip crease, press it back, fold. Right hand can place on the small of the back with the palm facing the ceiling. Pretend it's a plate with some fruit on it. Don't let it roll off. And then come forward into your front knee and then walk the hands around to the left. Wide leg stance here, halfway lift, inhale, and then exhale, fold. Hang the head heavy here. Press through the pinky toe edges of your feet. Hands under your face or holding the ankles. We've got 5 more breaths. Find a halfway lift with hands under face. Inhale, and then toe heel the feet in a little closer. Feet out, heels in, goddess stance. So a lovely warrior stance. Hands on thighs, sit deep into that seat. Focus on your horizon. Cactus the arms. So adding in some pranayama here. So as the hands come forward, it's as though 2 magnets want to come to touch, but they're so opposite they can't. And then inhale, we do 2 parts and create fists with the hands, and then exhale. 2-part inhale, 2-part exhale. Sit deep in the seat. Allow the breath to guide you into that point of shunya, that breathless, the void, not the breathless state, but that void-like state where it's just your breath is your focus. Last 2. Hands on thighs, palms forward, lengthen through the legs, lift through the heart space, hold and just integrate, feel into the warmth in your arms. So warrior 2 to the back of your mat. So left foot points to the left, lunge into your left knee, arms horizontal to the earth, look over your left hand. Flip it in reverse, left hand up to ceiling, inhale, and then windmill the hands down. Frame the front foot, open twist, inhale, left hand up. Exhale, lower it down, step back to high plank. Lower through knees, chest and chin. Inhale through to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ripple through to high plank. Lower to knees, untuck toes, sit back on heels, pause for a moment, hands on thighs. Let's tune into the energy, tune into the movement of the prana within you. Hands sweep back and up and overhead, interlacing with the awkward grip, creating the cross of the thumbs, index fingers to ceiling. Tone the abdominals in, and breath of fire. Sweep the hands back, interlace the fingers, proud the chest, tummy on the thighs, knuckles to sky, round through the back. Lift the chest, bend the elbows, clasped hands to your right hip now, squeeze the shoulder blades, proud the chest, look forward, tone the abdominals in and up. Shift to your knees and step your left foot forward. Lunge position, proud here. Extend the arms, retract the shoulder blades, heart open, hold. Release the hands, left hand to right hip, right hand sweeps up to the ceiling. Remember to tuck the toes if it's a bit more stable, tuning into the lift. Both hands up and overhead, palms touch, lift, and then bend the elbows. Clasped hands, beg your pardon, your palms to touch, the elbows squeeze into the center, holding 3. For 2. And for 1. Both hands up, lower them down, frame your front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, left hand to ceiling. Inhale. Lower the left hand down and we find our way into pyramid. Make the shuffle, make the shift, do what you need to do. But left thumb into left hip crease, press it back and fold. Maybe the hand on the smaller back. Lunging forward into your knee and then around and to the right, to the long edge of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, and then fold. And 2 more breaths. Halfway lift, inhale. Toe heel the feet in. Hands on thighs. Roll up into our goddess-like stance. So grounded through your heels. Sitting into that seat. This time, dangle the arms in front of you. 2-part inhale. 2-part exhale. Hands in fists with palms facing the ceiling. Elbows tucked in. Lift up, palms open, extended through the body. Exhale back to that position, tucked in, and then sweep the negativity away. Off we go. More. Get a bit quicker. Last 2. Hands on thighs, palms face forward. Just integrate that feel into the way the body moves with the synchronization of the breath. And then step back to the top of your mat, hands at heart, chin slightly drawn to chest. Just integrate and absorb. Reconnect with your intention. And then sweep the hands up and overhead, inhale. And then exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back to high plank. Lower to the knees. Sit back on the heels. Palms face the ceiling. So option one here is to stay exactly where you are if this is enough, or if a bit more of a back bend is something that's calling you, let's shift onto our knees at hip width orientation. Either tuck the toes or untuck the toes, yogi's choice. Bring your hands into your smaller back with the fingers pointing towards the backs of the knees and the thighs. Elbows squeeze in, proud the chest, tone the abdominals, and lift up through the length of the spine and the heart space as you start to shift the hips forward. Squeeze the elbows, draw the belly button in and up. Hold for 3. Last breath. And then start to release, come back down, sit back down, close your eyes, place your palms facing the ceiling. If you wish to receive more energy or if you need grounding, place the palms facing down onto the thighs. Blink open your eyes and shift onto your favorite hip and then sweep the legs around to the front of your mat. Keep a little bend in the knees, sweep the arms up and inhale. And then with your exhale breath, reach for your feet, your ankles or your shins. Guide the heart forward. Just let yourself extend through the spine, tone the belly button in and up, and look forward with a proud chest and a lifted torso. Find the active nature of this pose. Be skillful in the presence of discomfort. So from here, start to release, but extend the arms forward and then pretend as though someone's holding your hand. Start to roll down your spine, vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone, rolling down, returning onto the mat and shifting if you need to, like I do. Just sit to lie down. Good work. Soles of feet now on the mat. Tickle for the heels with the fingertips. Flatten the low back down, scoop the tailbone up and lift into bridge pose. Arms beside the body, palms face down or interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades and lift the chest a little higher. Tune into the big toe and the inner heel and squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Hold for 3. For 2. And for 1. Good. Nice job. Release all of that. Roll down the spine. Reach the right knee in and give it a squeeze now. Hug it in and then turn that into single leg happy baby. So hold the pinky toe edge of the foot. Press the foot into the ceiling. Just breathing here. You feel how the foot wants to lift away from you, but you're drawing it back down. Slowly drift the ankle onto the left thigh and then just cactus your arms. Just let that figure 4 shape develop. Maybe a little tuck of the chin. I recognize now as jutting my chin out, so just giving myself a bit more space along the neck. How can you feel more of the back body pressing down into the mat? Turn this into our supine pigeon. So reach for the back of the left thigh or reach for the left shin. Draw it in. Curl the toes back towards your face. feel how that figure 4 shape builds so much sensation in parts of the body that can get a little sticky and little tight. So just give yourself a little bit of extra nourishment through that integration of the positivity of the breath and then the expansion with that exhale breath. So just smoothing it out, right? So the inhale provides that nourishment, provides the enrichment, and then the exhale is that smoothing, taking all of those corners and just creating those nice rounded edges. As we release the legs, don't change their setup, just let them go. Cactus the arms again and just lower the foot down to the left. So we're tipping the pigeon over. Maybe you want to roll the head in the opposite direction. I quite like reaching with my left hand down and seeing if I can find the right ankle. It just seems to do something different in the hip joint. And it feels quite sensational and quite illuminating. So if that works for you, do that. If not, just take that tipping pigeon shape. I guess I should probably tell you where I am. I'm up in Coolangatta in Queensland, and today has been one of those Queensland days that you hear about, but you very rarely find yourself catching, and it is just blue skies, warm weather, and light wind. Everything is sensational. Okay, coming back, but keeping the legs as they are. Firstly, I'd like you to cross the foot over the thigh more. So creating like as though you're crossing your legs under a table. Lift the feet. Can you cross the right leg behind the left completely? If not, don't worry. Just keep the cross of the legs. Take your right arm up to the ceiling. Cross the left arm over the top. Bind up the arms. Hover the upper back. Exhale, squeeze it all in. And then inhale, expand. Toes down the bottom. Fingers at the top of the mat. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, squeeze it in. And inhale, expand. Next time we go into our contraction, hold there, hover, squeeze, tone the abdominals, press more of the back body down into the mat, but keep breathing. Nice. Now just release the back of the head first, then release the arms and take them out wide as though you're about to hug someone. Uncross the feet, but keep the legs crossed. So you're drawing everything in and then reaching up for your reclined shoelace. Curl the toes back towards their shins. See if you can reach for the pinky toe edges of the feet. Draw it all in. Last few breaths here. Good job. That is a tough hold. Let's take the arms and the legs up to the ceiling. Reach up and then just flail it all around. Just flail it all around. Let go of any of the stickiness, of the compression that might have come from holding those poses. Get a little crazy, get a little vigorous, get a little flicky. Flick it all away. And then drop the feet wide. Drop the knees into center. Left hand on the heart, right hand on the tummy. Let's close down your eyes for a few breaths. Reopen your eyes, bring your feet into parallel hip distance, tickle for the heels with the fingertips or draw them in as close as possible, flatten the low back down, scoop the pelvis up and lift into bridge. But this time we're going to be active in our bridge. So as you lift the arms up now, reach them overhead and take an inhale breath. Press through the toes, make sure they're pressing down in the mat. With your exhale, sweep the arms back beside your body and hover the buttocks just off the mat. And then inhale, lift, reach and rise. And then exhale, sweep, hover, hold. Inhale, lift, reach, rise. And then exhale, sweep, hover, hold. Inhale, reach, rise. And exhale, sweep, hover, hold. 4 more. Oh, my microphone pack keeps getting in the way, so it's annoying me. The cable goes around my arm now to help it stay in place, and it's catching on everything. Nothing's working here, but it's okay. I'm persevering. Exhale, sweep the arms down beside your body and lie the back down on the mat. Let's take ourselves through happy baby, a single leg happy baby on the left side. So draw that left foot in. Hold the pinky toe edges of the feet. Press the feet into the ceiling. And hold for another breath. And super slowly lower that left ankle onto the right thigh and then just cactus your arms. And just stay here for a breath. Then lift the upper back. Reach for the thigh or the shin of the right leg this time. See if we can curl the toes back towards their shins in this pose as well. And tuning into the sensation. Maybe you feel it in the outer thigh, in the outer hip on the left leg. Maybe there's some compression at the front of the right thigh. Maybe the arms. And see if you can feel the weight spread evenly across your back. Is there a little bit more room to tuck the chin in towards your chest? And then just let that all go. And then cactus your arms and lower the foot down to the right. So we've got that tipping pigeon, that lovely reclined twist here. Maybe the head rolls in the opposite direction. Just enjoying these moments of gentleness and quietness in the body, maybe in the mind, reaching for the foot if you can with that right hand. I don't know why it does, but it just changes the dynamic. It particularly feels deeper tissue in that left hip, around that piriformis area. Glute med. Nice. Now recactus the arms so they get out of the way. Bring your legs back to where they were. Slide the left leg over the right as though you're crossing it under a table. Lift the feet off the mat. Can you take the left foot behind the right shin? If so, take that in your eagle wrap. Otherwise, just cross the legs. Left arm to ceiling. Right elbow over top. Bind. Hover. Squeeze. Exhale. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. 2 more like this. And then inhale, expand. exhale, contract, and we hold for 3 breaths. Nice. Uncross the arms and hold them out wide as though you're going to hug somebody. And then if you can, just let the legs release from whatever pose they're in and reach up for the feet. Draw it all down towards you. Squeeze it in. Nice job. Now from here, uncross, unravel. Full happy baby. Reach for the feet now. Three more breaths. And then release the feet, release the arms up to the ceiling. Extend, reach, and then just flail around, move around. And then lower the soles of the feet down, but bring them to touch as the knees open out wide. Left hand on heart, right hand on tummy. Supta Baddha Konasana. Close down your eyes. And over these next 10 breaths, can you evoke the qualities of stillness in the fabric of the skin and internalize those qualities of movement with the prana flowing through the channels that have been compressed and squeezed, rinsed and cleansed, to now let that prana flow through those channels with fluidity, freedom, lubrication as well, hydration especially. Just let your eyes become these beautiful, cool pools of fresh water, fluid and clean, soft. And the teeth and the jaw are relaxed. The brain and the skull, the chest, the heart and the lungs. Just let yourself rest and digest. Restore and repair. Recharge and return to that calm, effortless, relaxed version of yourself. So if you wish to stay in your Shavasana and stay here as long as you like, please do. But if you're like me and have got more to accomplish in your day, lengthen out the legs, extend the arms, find a big wake up call, reach. Roll into your favorite hip in a fetal position, round the spine, chin to chest. Just bathe yourself in love and gratitude here. Thank yourself for showing up today. Well done. And then make your way up into your version of a comfortable seat. Oh, the sun has joined me for the Surya has joined me for the end of class. Hands in the Namaskar Mudra, chin to chest. And I hope that this is a full circle experience of return to center as we have moved in the direction of more. We've integrated the abundance and the positive nature of the inhale with the expansive nature of the exhale back to the universe as a reminder of the infinite within and without. Aham Brahmasmi. I am that I am. Thumbs to your third eye, chin to chest. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Read this beautiful version of yourself and the remainder of your day, whether it be short or long, with the Hindi word Namaste. Thanks for your practice, everybody. Appreciate you so much. Well done on your course so far, and continue to integrate and expand. And I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.